Wait. Oh my God, I can't get Instagram out here. I'm trying not to get my hair in my coffee. So I'm going to have a off-the-cuff discussion with my wife and let you know what we think. Because I know you're dying to know.
I don't know what I think, because I don't know what you're talking about.
What is, here it is, what is camping?
Camping is going out in nature and having fun.
Well, you can go out in nature without camping.
Well, that's true.
So what is camping?
You gotta sleep there.
So
go out into nature and sleep there.
You've gone camping. What is camping? Did he already eat?
No.
Okay. In a minute. Patience. Patience is a big virtue which you need to learn. Mm-hmm. Learn it. Okay. So what'd you say? Going out in the woods, going out in nature.
And sleeping.
Sleeping. Sleeping in nature?
Yeah, basically.
Okay. In what?
I mean, there are so many different kinds of camping.
Thank you.
You can have a tent.
Thank you. That's it. You said everything. Okay. So
you can go with nothing.
It's the pissing match with macho guys. I tired of it when I was in grade school. I really did. I never spent a lot of time in the locker room. I mean, except for elementary and middle school. Well, I guess middle school. I didn't go to high school. I didn't get into that macho pissing match thing. I mean, I guess I was a bartender for a while, but I don't like it. It's just tiresome. It's ridiculous and it's not useful. I get joking around and having fun and teasing. That's fine as long as it's done artfully and carefully.
Artfully.
But these guys that come on, it's anything I do. Well, that's not doing such and such, and then they have to give you a macho version of what you're doing, and then that's legitimate. And the thing that they do because they're more extreme about it. And such is the case with camping. Let me tell you what I think camping is. Camping to me is going out with a sleeping bag, with a tent and a sleeping bag, with a cheap little 14-foot RV, 18, 20-foot RV that you pull behind your truck or car, going out in a big modern RV, going out in a giant $300,000 RV. All of those things are camping. Going into the wilderness, I've done a lot of these things. I've been in really nice RVs. I left a response to a comment recently where a guy was like, "That's not camping. What I do is camping because I camp in a tent." Well, I've camped in tents and I don't like it, especially in my 60s.
Yeah, really.
So whatever anybody wants to do that's going, I wouldn't even say you have to go to a campground. You can go out to a freaking parking lot. Yeah. Boondock if you want.
Out in the backyard.
If you have a portable structure, if you go to your neighbor's house and sleep in a sleeping bag, that's not camping. You're going to another house. I get that. If you go to a hotel and sleep on the floor, that's not camping. But if you go just as a person to a campground, or if you go with a sleeping bag, or if you go with an RV to a campground and put your camper in a campsite and light a campfire, not even light a campfire, that's camping. All right? Do you get what I'm saying? It's just like anything else. There are levels.
Yeah.
There are different types of camping. Yeah. And, you know, I left this response to this guy, and I feel silly leaving responses, but sometimes it just irks me, and I get tired of it, and I don't suffer that kind of crap very well. And my wife says, just let people say what they want to say, and I do generally, but do your kind of camping. And I told this guy, I said, it kind of takes away from what you're doing when you have to compare yourself to everybody else and what they're doing. Do the type of camping you like to do. You do you, right? Okay, so that's my definition of camping. It's whatever you want it to be. Yeah, I've camped in tents. I've gone, I think when I was 14 years old, same year I did a lot of crazy stuff. I hiked up into Estes Park. We got dropped off in the mountains, me and my buddies, and we hiked for hours, for miles up into the wilderness with sleeping bags, you know, where bears live. And we slept on the ground by a stream. And then we hiked back down and we made our way back down to Denver. That same year, I hitchhiked across country with my brother. And we slept on the side of the road, under overpasses, wherever we could.
You were definitely camping.
And I almost died twice on that trip. Once, ironically, was in the back of a pickup truck with a camper shell. My brother and I got a ride for like 150 miles on a cold winter day, and it was there was an exhaust leak in the back of the truck, and we were found unresponsive when the guy later pulled over at a truck stop. We were almost dead from carbon monoxide poisoning. And I could say, you haven't camped unless you've done that. Well, that's not true. Again, you do what you want to do. But I've done it all, and I like comfortable camping, and I'm not afraid to admit it. Are you?
No.
But you like being out in wilderness, right?
Yeah.
It's the best of both worlds.
Have a nice campfire.
Yeah.
Have a beer.
What's that guy's name? Bear Grylls? Anyway, I'm not that guy. So. But I have been. And by the way, remember that in primitive times, when people didn't know how to build mud huts or structures, there was no such thing as camping, because that's how they lived, right? They survived. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.